Hi everyone, welcome back to All for Overland, another episode of Overland Garage. This is episode 5. So in the last episode we dropped the chassis off at the Galvias and we haven't picked it up yet. It won't be done for another week. So what I think I'm going to do is start stripping the truck, but we've got some new bits to look at. So one of the new bits that we're going to be putting on Heimdall is... Oh, wrong way up, there we go. A new reversing camera, which is something that truck's needed for a long time. These are great. They're picture-in-picture mirror, so when you're driving along there's a camera on the back of the truck, shows you everything behind you. It's got forward-facing camera and a rear-facing camera, so it records everything as well. Like I can't think what they're called, like an accident camera, you know. So it records everything. These are super easy to fit. I've just put one in barrel. Absolutely brilliant. I got this one off eBay. It was like 30, I want to say like 34 quid, something like that. Works brilliantly, guys. Especially in a truck that if you haven't got any mirrors, because like can't see out of the back of barrel because the back window is blacked out, and you literally, Heimdall hasn't got any rear view, only the side, only the door mirrors. So having a backup camera, brilliant. That's one of the things we're fitting, and see if I can get it back in the box, which usually you can't. Right, so there's I haven't got a link for these or anything like that. They're just some I found on eBay, and I ordered 2 of them. I thought I'd just go and grab the keys for the truck so I can just show you that reversing camera. So there you go. Just turn the brightness down on the camera for you because it's a lot brighter when it's turned on. There you go. That's looking at the garage doors behind. Got picture in picture, so you can see in front. So that's what the forward facing camera can see. And that reversing camera stays on all the time, so it acts as a rear view mirror. Because that's what you can see out of the back of the truck. Absolutely nothing. So that is a really good upgrade. And if I remember how it works, I think if you touch it or swipe it, there you go. That's looking at the front camera. I think if you go the other way, was it down? You can actually get it to do both. It splits, and I can't remember how to do it. I'd have to sit and have a look at the instructions again. Oh, there you go. That was it. And yeah, you can have forward and rear camera, so you can have it split. Put it back into... So yeah, that's great. In fact, I didn't actually know that it did without the 2 cameras on. So that's even better. Let's turn the brightness up because when you're outside it's a lot brighter. Really worth the 30 odd quid that is, guys. There's loads of features on it as well. I'm really impressed with that, and it's doddle to fit. So let's go and have a look at the other stuff we've got. So this other one was sent to us from Auxbeam. There's the Auxbeam flag in the corner of the workshop next to our flag, and I'm saying nothing about that at the moment. But yeah, they sent us a light bar. Let's open it up now, let's have a look at it. So there we go. 1 Auxbeam light, and I must apologise to Auxbeam actually, because I've had this for a year and I should have done the video like a year ago, but with the truck breaking the chassis, we've had nothing to put it on. I could have fitted it on barrel, but it's not going to work with the layout of barrel, so it's going on the new truck. So how this opens. I've not even really opened it. I've not had a chance. So when I open it, it all falls on the floor. Right, So straight off the bat, it comes with a couple of mounting brackets. I have opened this a little bit, guys, so let me move that camera for you. Comes with mounting brackets, aluminium ones, they're not plastic. Stainless hardware and all the fittings to put it on, so you've got the Allen keys, obviously another bracket. We'll keep all these together because, you know, they are going on Heimdall in the next few weeks when we get the chance to get the body on. So that's the fitting stuff. Here's the instructions. They're not actually a bad set of instructions. You know, fitting a light bar is fairly simple, isn't it? Fitting a light bar, fairly simple normally. So I'll put them there. Wiring loom. Wiring loom's kind of interesting, to say the least. It's even got all the switches attached. The whole wiring loom comes complete. It's all done. So it's literally plug and play. So you've got a live and a negative, go to the battery. There's a QR code on it that you scan and put the app on your phone, because this can be controlled from your phone. And it changes colour, it does all sorts of fancy things, and we'll see that when we put it in. Fuse links already in, relays already in. I'm not going to undo this till we're ready to put it on the truck. It's this is just a quick overview for you. Relay powered and a watertight plug to go in the light. So, you know, not bad. Pretty good, that is. And I am going to say Auxbeam did send me this light, and it has sat around here for a year. Sorry, Auxbeam. Get a couple of stickers. You can tell how long they've sat here. They've actually started to go a bit crinkly, but they'll be going on the truck as well once the truck's built. So, and here's the light beam itself, which I'm hoping is still intact because I did drop it. We were moving stuff around the workshop the other day and it fell off the top of the shelf. I'm really looking forward to seeing this on. Which way does this come out of the bag? Or, oh, that way. Oh, that's nice. So you've got billet aluminium construction. They'll all act as cooling fins, and the light beam itself. Now, this light beam has a main section which gives you an intense beam, so throws all the light forward, and then these ones all throw it out sideways. So it lights in all directions, so it's a spot and a flood, which is kind of cool, which is what you really want in a light beam. And that is going to look really cool on Heimdall, I tell you. I can't, the way I'm going to build the truck, I've got it all in my head now how it's going to be built, and I want it to look sort of the same as it is now, but different, and these little subtle changes are going to make the difference. And having a fancy remote control floodlight, you know, light bar, which changes colour. I'll tell you one of the great things about this is that you can set it on your phone, play music, and it'll actually flash to the colour of the music so it gets in sync. So you can actually have a disco. I actually think that's no use at all, but it will be fun. It'll be funner to show, won't it? You know, get the light, get some music on, and get the light beam floodlighting everything. So there you go. There's some of the stuff that we're going to be putting on the truck. So I'm waiting for a engine hoist to come, because the next job we're going to rip the engine out the truck. Before I forget, guys, I want to say thank you to the people who've said they'll come and give me a hand moving stuff. It's much appreciated. I've been to the doctors today about my back, and what I thought I'd done to it, I have. I've got a bunch of trapped nerves. I've got, what is it, L1, L2, L3 are already damaged in my back, and I've pinched some nerves in there, so I've got lots of painkillers, and I've just got to keep on doing the exercises. They've told me it would take about 6 or 8 weeks to heal properly. So basically, just don't do anything stupid. So I'm taking an engine out. Great. Right, let's go and get this engine out. Right, everything's got to come out. Batteries, intercooler, airbox, radiators, engine, gearbox. What I want to do is get this engine out the way so I can pull the front axle, because I've got to do some more welding on the front axle. I've got the bracer kit to go on that, which is already on the rear axle but not on the front, so dead easy to do while we roll the axle out. So nothing else for it, get some spanners out and start taking everything off. Joy. Right, so before the spanners come out, I'll get some courage. Got our own beer. Homebrew. Can you let that beer stand? It's not bad. That's quite nice. Right, batteries out first, guys. Enough of this drinking beer. Right, 13mm. I've got some dodgy wiring going on this truck, so I am going to rewire it when everything goes back on. Well, it's not so much dodgy wiring as no, let's face it, it's dodgy wiring. It just needs sorting out, it just needs tidying up, because everything got added on and added on and added on to, and I need another 13mm spanner and get another, because the truck sort of evolved and had bits added on and bits taken off. You know what it's like, because all the wiring wasn't done in one go. It's a bit of a mismatch of parts and wires and crimped on bits and all the other, so we'll sort all that out when we get to put the new light bar on as well. You can always tell when you've had lots of wiring put on your truck when that's actually it's not actually a bolt for like a battery terminal. It's just a 50mm nut pushed through there to add on as a spacer bar, so we can keep adding more things on. So yeah, it all needs a proper sorting. That is still live because it's connected to the other battery. I shall try not to make a big pile of sparks. Can you have a pile of sparks? Well, you can have a big fire if you get it wrong. And you will like the fact that all the batteries in this truck are held on with ratchet straps. Nothing else. Oh yeah, that doesn't want to come out. Right, let's take that out of the way. Again, not something you want to be doing with a bad back. More beer for thinking of that, there we go. Beer is the cure-all for bad backs. I might be able to get it out. There we go. Right, let's do the other one. Things. Right, let's get the leisure battery out of this side. Spanner. Yeah, the biggest problem with taking a truck apart like this is having somewhere to put all the bits. Tell the truck's stood, all the terminals are corroded. And again, held in with ratchet straps. Funnily enough, works really well being held in with ratchet straps. They've never moved. Oh, there's a relay in the way there. I'm going to have to take the relay out. So again, mash of parts and things being put in after. Relays now in the way of getting the battery out. Don't know what that relay actually runs. Think what it does run. I know that one runs the fridge because I put it onto a single power supply straight off the leisure battery. Well, that's coming off the leisure battery as well, so I don't know what that actually powers. No idea. We're going to have to sort the wiring out as well. It's made it a bit lighter anyway. Yeah, I definitely think a whole rewire while we're at it. Gets better, that beer does. Further you go down the glass. Right, radiators. You know, really, when I built this truck, I really should have just built it on a Galvy chassis. I wouldn't be doing this for the second time, third time, I don't know. How many times have we pulled this apart? Over the years, this has been pulled apart more times than enough. But if we didn't keep doing that, we'd have no content, would we? Right. I've got a feeling we can actually get that out. Oh no, we have to take that top pipe off, don't we? Right, socket for that, or screwdriver, and a bucket. I've got a bucket. Say goodbye to the coolant yet again. I really can't wait to get this truck out again. I don't know if it will actually be running, well, I mean, completely finished for the Overland show, but it'll definitely be there even if we have to take it on a trailer, I think. I'm thinking with putting the new alley back on, it's going to take me longer. Hello, Ted. Jump down, Ted. Come down, long as that. Bye, Jubilee clip. Oh, that's not good. That oil cooler pipe was actually finger tight. I didn't even put the spanner on there. We do have a past history of blowing oil cooler lines off this truck. Could do without doing that again. Wow, I can't believe how loose that was. I guess it's done a few miles and a lot of off-roading between the last time I was near it, so. Wow. Let me just I don't think that O-ring was the best. Oh, that one's loose as well. Right, okay. I know they don't have to be super tight because they're on O-rings, but I would have liked it to have been a bit tighter than that. I have got some actual genuine... Oh, it's going to puke oil out everywhere, that's good. Let's put those up out the way. This is the bit I hate doing the most because it's just messy and horrible. Taking all the bits out. Let's get this bottom radiator hose off. I can pour out into the bucket down there. That's that empty. And of course it's really good for your lawn as well. You wait till Karen comes back, she's found out I've done this on the back lawn. There's a bit of rust and gunk in that as well. That radiator's actually still quite clean, that's good, but it can still get a good pressure washing. Not so the other side though. We seem to have an oil slick on the lawn, but it'll survive. Just don't tell Greta and we'll all be okay. Alright, intercooler. I've just ripped all the hoses off while the camera was off because they were getting in my way. I'm just going to knock this viscous fan off. There we go. Always end up breaking these with the engine hoist otherwise. Yeah. Well, it's looking a bit less in there. I've got one more Jubilee clip to undo. This core support can come out and the intercooler can come out then. And then we're a bit closer to getting this engine out. I still don't know how I'm going to do this. Well, obviously I know how to get the engine out, but I don't know whether or not to split the box, or I would love to get it out all in one piece. In fact, it'd be really nice to get it out all in one piece, then just clean it all, jet wash it all off and drop it back in the new chassis, because hopefully Monday, it's hang on, I don't know what date it is today. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday today, so should get the new chassis back on Monday. If I can get the axles off over the weekend, I can put the axles under the new chassis and start putting all this back together. I've just seen something. Oh, that's not good. Let me get the camera. Oh, I was just looking down. My RTC spring has actually unscrewed itself, because it should be all the way back here, and it's not even on, because the thread finishes there, so the spring actually isn't even attached. Well, there you go. The RTC wasn't attached either. Should we screw it back on? There you go. Things you find while you're taking stuff apart. Yeah, ball joint's alright anyway. As I keep finding all these problems, guys, that obviously I've overlooked. Well, like I say, I must have given this truck hell of a flogging last year in Spain to do this much damage. Well, I know we did. Mark's truck's still recovering. We'll have to go down and see him and have a look how much he's still broken on his truck. And he's going to go, it didn't break in Spain. Well, it broke somewhere, mate. And I know it's broke now. I can almost hear him cursing at the screen now. My truck's not broken. Right, I'll just get these Jubilee clips off. Come out. There we go. And that intercooler could do with a clean. Actually, it's not too bad. There's a bit of mud in it, but it's not too bad. It's an expensive intercooler. That's an Alice bought one. Right, I've done a little bit more while the camera was off. You know, it's all those silly bits that you don't think about, you know, would take forever. Like taking the bump stops off, because I need to clean them and put them on the new chassis. Take the exhaust off. The endless amounts of little bits. Taking the engine out, really, not that big a job. It's only like 2 engine mounts, disconnect the gearbox, a few wires, and the whole lot comes out as one lump, but it's all the little bits. So it looks like it's going to chuck it down now, so I'm going to knock it on the head for today, and we'll be back at this in the morning. And I really want that engine out, and I want that front axle off. If I could get both axles off, that'd be a bonus. I have no idea what I'm going to support it on. I'm sure we'll find something. But yeah, just a case of pulling it bits, innit? Right, more beer. See you in the morning. Well, it is the next day, but the weather is not much better. It has been chucking it down all morning. So I've actually got nothing done on this. But I sort of cocked up a little bit yesterday. Maybe it was the large amount of painkillers I was on. The fact Teddy's not very well, that's sort of thrown me. He's alright, he's getting better. He was just throwing up and doing dog things. But he's a lot better today, even though he's got to go to the vets later. I started stripping the truck down. Obviously, you saw me do it. Without thinking about it, or not consciously thinking about it, I've done it on the grass, haven't I? Can't get the engine crane in. It won't move on the grass. So I've now got to move the truck over there where the trailer's parked and bring the trailer over here, but it doesn't run now. So we've got to push it. Great. Yes, and here's the dog that's been keeping us awake all night. He's hurt his leg. You're not very well, are you, mate? He's a lot better than he was. Still not himself, but he's going to the vets later. Well, he's wagging his tail, so he's definitely getting better. He wasn't well last night. But yeah, back to pushing stuff. Well, that was a load of fun, moving that from there all the way to there. Heavy. Again, moving stuff around, bad back, great fun. So I think I'm going to wrap this up here, guys. In fact, I am going to wrap this video up here. And in the next episode, we're going to be pulling the engine, gearbox, axles off, all of that. We're going to break this truck down into pieces. So stay tuned for that one. Check out the merch store below, and I will see you on the next one. Well, I'll time that right. It's just started bloody raining again. What summer? Give up.